Quizmas! Welcome to Quizmas!
Welcome to Quizmas!
I'm Miss Amber.
I'm Harmony.
Oh, you're not Miss Harmony?
Ms.
Ms. Oh, that's true. Quiz Ms. I'm Ms. Amber.
I'm Ms. Harmony.
I had an idea for what I wanted to do as a theme this time, and I wanted it to be super simple and about us and just the two of us, especially because of audio issues that we've had. Where I was like, let's just strip it back and talk about our favorite movies.
Yay!
Yay!
The movie episode.
I mean, it's classic Hollywood, except I don't know where anything's made now, but I was like, it's our Hollywood episode.
Oh, yeah.
Gold stars, name and lights.
Right.
None of that, actually.
I have nothing.
Yeah. We're like, welcome to the show. Yeah.
I'm like, where are movies made now? Like Georgia? Like...
Wherever the taxes are the lowest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And like, so we like movies. I like movies.
I don't actually watch a lot of movies. I did spend a lot of my COVID trying to catch up on things that were like staple movies, though, as you know. So. Yeah. I was actually surprised at myself that I wanted to do a movie episode. I was like, yeah. I'm actually not a huge movie watcher, but I've gotten back into it over a couple of years. So, a lot of these quizzes, and a lot of the movies that we like did not have a single quiz out there. Like, right. I was scouring the internet and could not find something. So there are ones that are a little more clearly related to the movie, and then just some tangentially related things. I gotta tell you, I definitely shoehorned one about hot guys.
Oh. Always appreciate it. I can't wait to look at the thumbnails.
But you were just asking me, like, who's a woman who I think is, like, undeniably beautiful and gorgeous. And then you said, it's a quiz. And then...
Yeah.
I don't have a good answer. I want my multiple choice. Like, give me some beautiful women.
Gosh. I think about celebrities like all the time, so I feel like you don't have a list at the top.
What's your list? Give me your list.
I think Angelina Jolie is gorgeous.
She's obviously beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We just watched Eternals, actually, on Cinco de Mayo.
You know what? But I'm starting to think she's relying too much on her face just being gorgeous. Like, she's like, I don't need to act because you're looking at my face, and that seems to be fine for most people. And it's true, and that'll be, like, halfway there. But I'm like, you should at least just try to emote. But I don't know. She might have lots of Botox, and she can't, like, make her eyebrows move, so...
Have you seen her forehead? I was complaining about the fact that mine creases, you know, just a little bit when I move my face now. Like, hers doesn't. She doesn't even do...
No.
It's just... I mean, I admire the beauty, you know?
She always had that Ice Queen, like, I should say, I love movies. I love going to the movies. I love watching movies. I'm kind of a lightweight movie buff. So I've seen, like, I've probably seen everything she's done. And, she's, like, Ice Queen. She's always had that, like, 1,000-yard stare, or, like, she could pierce you with her eyes, you know? Which is really good. I think important if you're an actor to be able to be, like, unflinching. But, like, now she takes it too far, and it might be just too much Botox. It sounds fucked up, but she's gorgeous. I don't care, even with all the work done.
Maybe they also cast her in roles where they're playing to her type, and they're like, I want that Angelina Jolie type. Do that Angelina Jolie.
I said Jolie.
I did, me too. No!
Leave that in. Don't edit that out. That's so good.
Sometimes my mouth
can just make bad puns off of, you know, like.
I need a break already. I'm literally like blushing and turning
Are you okay?
red.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, it's not much. The worst thing I said. I'm
talking about Botox too much.
No. It's better than doxing everyone.
We can find out where she lives.
No!
Do you want to take the witch one or the hot guy one?
We should take the hot guy one.
Okay.
I mean, Okay, so so my friend was sending me quiz ideas, and they were like a bunch of sexy saucy quizzes, which I definitely want to do one day. I like when we always have at least one quiz where we can just talk about hot guys. And I pulled up this one. It is from thequiz.com, which I don't think we've ever done one from here, by Laura Mardis.
Would you want to do one with like hot ladies?
Yes, yeah, that'd be really
easy.
fun. Yeah, I've always found women aesthetically beautiful, and I think you can talk about who's hot, and we can definitely talk about like which women are hot. So we can do that and another which women are hot quiz and go completely off the movie trail. Nobody has to. Okay. We're not stuck. Like I said, I was gonna find a way for us to talk about attractive people, and I did say when you were like, tell me, like quiz who's a hot lady.
I didn't want it to be like heteronormative because we've done hot guys before, but like now in light of new information we can do hot women. So
but we always could have done hot women. We could have always done hot anything. Actor can be a gender neutral term, I think these are all sexy men though. So but why? Well, now you're going to see why I said we had to do this quiz.
The worst picture of Tom Hardy
No, it
I've
is.
Seen.
Yeah, it is. But
it's spankable.
But when I was looking at it, like I wanted to find actors that we might actually want to talk about too. It's heteronormative, but
it's also kind of horny, which is on brand. So
thank you. Let me get my eggplant emoji on, or my broccoli emoji. All right, and these are very straightforward, quick questions. Question 1: marry or date Tom Hardy?
I think date. He has a drug problem. I think.
Shit!
I think. Sorry, Tom, if you don't.
We're just spreading rumors. Hot goss. I was trying to find I wanted like a kill, marry, fuck version of like celebrities, and it's just like it could be any random celebrities.
That's not going to be on the D3 website.
No, it's not. Marry or date Ryan Gosling?
Marry. You want 24-hour access to that.
Oh, yeah. Marry or date Shia LaBeouf?
Oh, none.
Kill,
none.
Right?
Restraining order, kill.
Yeah, okay. We know what our real answer is. It's kill.
Do I want Shia LaBeouf to hit me? No.
No. Marry or date Matt Bomer? Matt Bomer's handsome. He wouldn't want to.
That is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's in a lot of things. He is actually a gay man too, so it's not so heteronormative now.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy is queer, and that's all I know. That's all the goss I have.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's said it in like a couple interviews where he's like that he slept with men or something at some point.
Yeah.
But he only dates like or marries like super hot ladies, but it doesn't mean he's not.
No, doesn't take away from your queer identity.
White. Okay, so he was in White Collar, Magic Mike, The Sinner, Boys in the Band, Doom Patrol, The Normal Heart.
Doom Patrol is very fun.
The Normal Heart is about being gay.
Yeah, I think that was on Netflix. Is that the one that's adapted from a play?
It says Hulu. Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's Hulu. Yeah, no, I watched that too. See, I've never watched White Collar, but I've seen. Was he in American Horror Story for a season 2?
He was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. American Horror Story.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was in Magnificent Seven? Jesus. I've seen like most of these movies.
And you're like, I have no idea who this man is.
He looks like a knockoff Henry Cavill, but I'll take it.
He does kind of look like that, yeah.
Because I need to get to know him. I don't.
That's I understand. You're right, yeah. Marry or date Logan Lerman?
Who the fuck is Logan Lerman? Oh.
He looks familiar.
It said, The Perks of Being a
Wallflower. Okay.
The Vanishing Stuck in Love, The Butterfly Effect.
Oh, Percy Jackson.
Because he's very young, that's why.
Yeah, he's young.
He's like 10 years younger than us. So
while Lerman might not be as famous as some other actors on this list, there is no denying that he's incredibly talented and cute.
You know what, Mary? He can take care of me when I'm old. He'll still be young.
Yeah, that's a good. Who is this? Marry or date Emile Hirsch?
I'm a movie buff. I guess I'm not, because who the fuck is Emil Hirsch?
He came into media attention for unsavory behavior at Sundance. Now he's been in
The Girl Next Door and Lone Survivor.
I'm not marrying him, though. I mean, if he was already had bad behavior at Sundance Film Festival before he was famous, like, this guy's a prick. Or kill him. That's our secret. Liam
Bad behavior on the hallowed halls of the Sundance. Death. Death to Emil Hirsch.
That's all I needed to read. Very judgmental.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to date him. Kill him, obviously.
There's no other.
How do you feel about Liam Hemsworth?
Ugh. I wouldn't want to see Miley Cyrus at Thanksgiving.
No. So we will date and dump him.
Date.
Oof. Marry or date Johnny Depp. This is a loaded one after... I don't want to be...
I mean, 1992, Johnny Depp, marry, but now, kill.
I wish we had these extra options.
Zac Efron. It's a good picture of him.
That is a good picture of him. Absolutely
when he was
not.
Hot. He used to be really hot. Like, really, really hot.
I know.
And now he's really, really not.
I cannot forgive him for that clip that used to play on Netflix for his, like, outdoorsy show where he says, "Como se dice," instead of "Como se dice." And I was like, if you're gonna learn one phrase in Spanish, "Como se dice" is pretty helpful, but at least say it properly. Like that, and then they showed it, like, when you were, like, flipping past the channel, one of the first things they show is him saying "Como se dice," and that just bothered me so much.
He only went to high school on TV. He didn't actually go to real high school.
Did he really? Well, I mean, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not.
I don't want to be with him. That's the long story short.
But if you looked like a young Zac Efron, like, you wouldn't have to, like, study or learn things or be a nice person, or you just be like, I am so good looking.
Look at those eyes. Look at those proportions there.
I know.
I'm so sad he ruined his beautiful face. Like,
he got older, and it's hard, I think, to have a boyish face, like, and then grow into, like, a man.
You could tell he really wanted to look like a masculine man. So, like, because I think, what did those gossip sites say? That he's, like, trying to position himself to be in, like, a superhero movie or whatever. Yeah. So,
like, the chin implants and the jaw implants and the fillers and the... You know who gets a lot of work done, but everyone's like, he's really hot, and he is not? It's that other Chris. Chris Pine.
Oh, yeah.
He looks, like, fucked up. And in Wonder Woman, it was like, his lips were so plump, it was really distracting. And I felt like people were like, he's so hot. And I'm like, how?
People do that with Zac Efron post-surgery. I remember, who's the guy who plays Jim from The Office? And then he also has the Quiet Place.
Yes.
Because he got a lot of, like, he absolutely got some, like, lips injected or whatever. And he looked super swollen and,
like, fucked up.
Really weird. Yeah. I don't know. Is it a weird standard, though? We're just not used to seeing as much plastic surgery on men, and we're more accommodating to...
plastic surgery on women looks weird, just maybe because I'm old, and I remember a time when women on TV didn't look like that, and then... but I see humans in real life, and they don't look like that.
I think we want people to look more like actual human beings. It's like, we want the world on TV in Hollywood or whatever to look more like real life, is what we're saying. We're like, I mean,
I still don't like the frozen Botox face, and I still don't really like duck lips, and I feel like sometimes, like, fillers can look really good, but then it can be overkill. I mean,
everything has a balance, and you should do what's good for your face, but also what's good for your soul. And clearly some people take it too far, and also Hollywood sucks at diversity. Like, that's, I'm sure, like you said, if you look like him, you wouldn't think you had to do a lot. I'm sure all he got praised for was how gorgeous he is, you know? I mean, I can't imagine having my every look, every moment displayed like that, and to only get feedback in a positive way about who I am based on how I look. That's... Right.
Or just, like, everywhere you go, everyone would be really positive around you. Every interaction would be really, they'd be like,
yeah,
cool, great. And you wouldn't even have to say anything or do anything or express any emotion. They would just
That's true. What a
Like-
weird, it's like being like a weird, it's just a different experience because you
Yeah.
can also resist that and not even like it and be like, you know, we saw Tom Segura, which was really fun, live, and he was talking about how he met like actual like, you know, a supermodel at one event, and he was saying like so much more beautiful in person than you can comprehend. Like we're talking about people where you see them on TV and you're like, that's obviously a gorgeous, beautiful woman,
Yeah.
and you see them in your life and you're like, holy
Yeah.
wow, like it's not like you could just be like, this is an everyday attractive person.
Right.
You were literally like knocked out
Yeah.
by how beautiful these people are, and I mean that's
When I was
got to be weird. People do
in my
interact with you
20s,
different.
Sometimes people be like, "Oh, you should be a model." And I'm like, "Have you ever seen a real model? They look like if a gazelle had a baby. Like they're like the most delicate, gorgeous things in the world." Like
I absolutely thought
You
that
know,
you should be a model though,
no.
with the cheekbones and your facial structure
but like
and
an
your
actual model, you're like, "Oh, like,
Yeah.
I see. There's a difference."
yeah,
There's
I
a
didn't
difference.
meet a real actual model.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
clearly.
Like,
I feel like we've been so harsh on plastic surgery, but I don't feel that way. I just feel like people, like anything, can take things too far, and I hate when you get so far away from any, like where the enemy is aging is also,
yeah. Because
that-
it's not beautiful.
it's
Like the goal is beauty. Like I like Lana Del Rey's like over the top fillers, her duck lips, you know, her frozen forehead. I think it looks good on her, but she takes it kind of to a camp place, so she's almost a parody of herself. And like I like it in that context, but like if you're like
Do you feel like that with drag queens? I mean, we watch a lot of,
Yeah.
you know, like not just RuPaul's Drag Race, but
when I see them out
Dragula.
of drag and they're like, you know, I'm a 23-year-old boy with like lots of fillers and like I think they look weird and like troubled, you know, but when they're like in costume it comes together and it makes sense. But I don't know, because one is like you're making like beauty, you're creating art, and like another one is like you're insecure and like, or maybe the values that are toxic have worn away at you in some way that's negative, you know. And
that's too complicated of a thing. You can't solve that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's where it seems like it's just so individualized. There's some people who are doing it in a way that, you know, you can appreciate and understand, and other people where you worry that like society's pressures maybe been too deep rooted, you know.
Right.
And because I'm so supportive of an individual being able to do what they want to their body, you know. But I mean, there is always that within reason, you know. With you don't want them to be sick or ill, and you can worry about, you know.
right.
But that's so personal. Who am I? You know, I'm like, this
Or
garbage
like
bag. I
there's,
literally call myself a trash bag all the time.
I know.
I'm like,
But
this
there
piece of...
was,
And I would get tons of plastic surgery, too. I'm such a hypocrite. I don't
Yeah.
know that I would get Botox, but I totally... Forget these arms. Forget
Right.
these... Like, if I had access to all that money, clip,
Right.
clip, snip, snip. Done.
Yeah, or I was taking this online course about happiness produced by Yale. It's very popular online on Coursera, and they talked about plastic surgery. Like, the things that people think would make them happy are usually wrong, and it's that not only are you picking the wrong things, is your brain will still keep guessing at the wrong things. You can't even comprehend how wrong the things are that you want. And they were like, what about beauty? Like being like, you know, people who get plastic surgery, they're like, you know, studies show it's like you're less happy than when you first got it. You would think that people who are like, oh, I fixed my nose, I got my lip injections, you're like, I'm more beautiful, like I feel better about myself, I'm a happier person. And then it's not true.
So
And-
just from a factual standpoint,
Yeah.
like educational studies, like historically, people have been really less happy with themselves after
Right.
plastic surgery decisions.
And then there's kind of like, well, maybe the argument people who are less happy with themselves get these type of procedures done. So they're just generally like less happy people. And then they're like, well, we need to study that. But it was like, oh, you know, like it. And even then, like, even now I'm like, but what if I got it, you know, and I'm different. And they're like, that's part of the thing is that you still don't fucking get it. Like, even though you're like, these are the facts, you're like, but me though, and then they're like, no.
Oh,
Like,
no.
So there's two things happening. Your first assumption, and then your brain still not being able to like conceive of what we're trying to tell you.
Because your brain keeps still going towards the
Yeah.
wrong one. They're like, no, I'm pretty sure I just need a little bit fuller lips. I know what you said, but for me, I will be happier.
But I will for sure.
I'm sure of it. Like
I can imagine myself being happy. Or like more money. Like when I chose that, I was like, they mentioned like, you literally are gonna always want more money. Like, that's literally like, and then you're gonna think, you're like, no, but if for real, if I reach this point, I swear I'll be happy. And they're like, you literally won't, you know? And you're like, but me? Like,
let me get to that point, and then I'll tell you yes or no.
I was like, no, you'll still be fucked up feeling, because you have to, it's because that's not actually what's gonna make you happy. They're like, these things are actually gonna give you joy. And you're like, okay, assholes.
What were the things that actually give you joy?
The things that actually give you joy are making connections with people. Even if you're like on a bus and you have like a 5-minute conversation with someone, you're gonna feel a lot better. Giving to charity or like doing altruistic acts, those things actually increase your happiness, and they increase your happiness for longer. Having experiences rather than items.
So what would actually make you happy is, you know, taking your child on a trip,
right,
versus getting a new car. I think those are the kinds of things that I know make me happy, because if you don't have a lot of access to stuff, if you don't have a lot of access to things that maybe more superficially make you feel happy, you understand the value of making connections with another person in a quiet moment, and the experience is worth way more than the stuff.
Or like, I think it's like, because when you get something, your happiness goes really far up, and you're like, oh, but then it goes down to normal really quickly.
Yeah.
Versus if you have a 5-minute talk with a random stranger and kind of just make a connection, your happiness goes up and it stays up longer.
Yeah,
it goes back down to normal, but like, so you're like getting this thing.
It's
but
like the candy bar
it.
versus, you know, having a full meal, you know, like,
right.
Yeah. Well, you gotta have both and do your feared pyramid of life. And at the top is the plastic surgery. And
well, that's the thing. You're like, but even you're like, oh, but just a smattering of new cars is okay. And then they're like, really, you're gonna think that, but it's really not gonna work. Like,
it's gonna take more than this one conversation to deprogram myself and convince me that I can't get my arms or my stomach.
I mean, go ahead, I do it, but like, it's not gonna. Even, like, I took the course and I'm still like, I'll choose the money option. And then when I was choosing it, I was like, that's not actually going to make you happy. And I'm like, but I want it. That's what
but I think of what I could do with it. You know how much charity work you could do? You know how much you could do to support other people? I mean, I think...
Buy your happiness.
Yes!
They're like, you're gonna...
Let me convince you.
See, that's so weird how your brain is still like, no. And you're like, I've told you that. And then your brain's like, but no. And you're like,
yeah, that's true. I mean, but I think...
It's fun hitting a cognitive...
But you know that poverty certainly took away moments from you and took away your health and ability. Because, you know, a lot of people don't talk about... They
talked about that. They said that, you know, like, they're like, you know, what if you're impoverished or you don't have stuff? They're like, yeah, you know, getting money to bring you up to like where you can live like a reasonable life will make you very much happier, but like going beyond that, like a lot isn't gonna like change your actual happiness level. Like, so I guess
that's true. I mean, how many rich people like... do you know that are like they seem super happy and like well adjusted, like you know, like the uber rich?
Or I mean, Elon Musk. He's a fucking mess.
Oh God,
Jeff
he's
Bezos,
a freaking disaster.
Yeah.
You know, soulless.
Right.
Well, I mean, for sure, I think we can agree that there's seemingly it is a bottomless pit. You know, some of those needs, and maybe like you can never be beautiful enough, and you can maybe never, if you put your value in that, like that's just you can never have enough money.
You're more beautiful, but you're not actually happier.
Yeah.
Like your life doesn't.
It didn't change anything either. Yeah, right. It's not better.
It is better. Like people treat you in that weird zombie way where they're just very nice to you for no reason, you know. So maybe things are better in that way, but you're still not happier person.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the internal. You need to work on yourself and what you're doing and take responsibility for your own happiness, right? Yeah.
Or they were like good grades, you know, because they were like, it's Yale, all you guys are worried about your grades, and like it doesn't, you're not going to be happier when you get the A, and like, or even when you get an F, you're not going to be less happy. And they were like, and again, you're really bad at knowing how happy or unhappy you will be for an outcome. Like, people are notoriously bad at it. Like, you think, if I get a D in this class, I'm gonna feel like, you know, down here.
Yeah.
And then they, you know, rate them after, you know, like, oh, you know, what happens after you get that? And it's like, oh, you have a little dip, but then you go back to being normal. And they said that it's about other things too, like, just like anything in your life, you're like, I'm gonna be like, if I get a divorce or whatever, like, I'm gonna be like really sad. And they're like, it's still not true. Like, you're like slightly unhappy, you're less happy, but you go back to being normal. Like, you go back to your
That's
stasis.
interesting. So it's really, we don't realize how resilient we are too
Yeah.
through the bad times, and we overinflate what's going to make us content. And it's really just like, if you're in a place where you have access to all the things to make you at a comfortable level, at that point, you know, like, you're is
happy as you're gonna be.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah. But you also won't get devastatingly horribly unhappy either. You just got to get used to this, to being content with yourself and content with that level. Yeah. This was not the vibe at all, by the way. No. Like, we are not. I was like, let's take this thirsty, like, dripping Yes!
And I'm like, that's not going to make you have a...
I was like, who are we even? We didn't even get past Zac Efron. I don't even know.
Zac Efron was his own segment. Like, so he doesn't know that that all that plastic surgery is not going to make it. But I think he has a drug problem, so it doesn't really count. He's a mess. He's a mess.
We're not marrying him.
All right.
Do you know anything about Patrick Dempsey in real life?
No, he's on Grey's Anatomy, and that's all he does.
Yeah, I guess he was in Bridget Jones's Baby. They don't say anything else about him.
Oh, he was. Look, I think they're all tired of being on that show.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, they're. I mean, it's so weird.
Why would you quit your really good, high-paying TV job? Like,
and you wouldn't, you know. Yeah. But some of them do. They're so done. They're so over it. I don't know. I've never watched Grey's Anatomy, so. I keep track of who dies, though, and I love all the behind the scenes drama, as you know. Like, Catherine I will not, yeah, because they keep talking to the main actress, and she's just like, I don't know. Like, she's actually weirdly vocal about kind of wanting it to end, but also it's still going. It's sort of bizarre.
Yeah, she was saying recently that maybe Katherine Hagel was right. That, you know, in the past, Katherine Hagel was kind of raked over the coals for talking shit about the show was. And for refusing to, you know, be nominated for an award. But, like, maybe if she had done that today, people would have been like, oh, you were in a toxic workplace environment, and that maybe they're in the wrong, and you shouldn't be, like, blacklisted for it.
Yeah,
she was saying that, and then she goes to work on Monday. Like,
yeah, no, it's interesting because that's how long the show's been running. Is they've gone through that many different cultural shifts, you know, the levels of how much we respect or hate women, and when you have a voice. Jeez Louise, I have no strong feelings about this human.
Date, I don't.
Yeah, maybe this wasn't the right quiz. Marry or date Matthew McConaughey?
He seems fun. Marry.
Yeah, he does. All right, I'm back to being okay with that. Yeah. Orlando Bloom.
Date. I would get tired of him. You know.
Ian Somerhalder. Halder.
Who is that?
He was on Vampire Diaries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Date.
I'm not feeling. Oh God, Tom Cruise. No. Wait, do you feel differently?
Yeah, I'd go full. I would marry that tiny man. I would be like, I'm gonna just be a crazy Scientologist. And
no!
Just lock me in a compound.
My finger won't hit that.
I'd be like, I want to see.
Do you just want the experience of
like that would be my like alternative universe. I'm like, you know what? Fuck everything.
All right, you know what? Fine, you get that one.
Just like, let's be rich, insane people. Like, let's do it. You know?
That was our friend's argument for being Shia LaBeouf for a while before so much came out.
Yeah.
Was he's just doing some crazy whatever. Yeah, like
he was dating FAK Twigs.
Mm-hmm.
And you heard about that?
Yeah. No,
that's
he's
scary.
scary. Yeah, no.
Tom Cruise is just nuts. Like,
Just an actual. You're like we not get it.
And I like action movies. So
That's
like,
true. We did say
He's
that.
like, I'm gonna go on the outside of the airplane and be like, fucking do it.
You're the most
I love you,
supportive. That is not what I expected from this. Marry or date James Franco.
Oh,
so
kill.
Problematic. Look at all these.
Kill.
Isn't it just making you? Oh, look, Chris Pine. What another?
Oh.
He looks like a.
He looks better. He has less fillers. His
Yeah.
forehead is creased. His lips look normal.
He kind of looks like
a
more
zaddy.
more rugged and masculine in a way, and because
Yeah.
he looks so picture perfect, like on some of these movies. He looks, like you said, really unreal and uncanny. You know, I'm like, oh look,
This is a good
picture of him. Yeah,
And I would date that picture. Not marry.
yeah. Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I'd marry him.
Yeah. He really rescued his career in life.
Say it.
That's what I was waiting for. You can see what I actually wanted out of this quiz. Yeah. I can't even go. Say it. I don't know how long this goes, by the way. Marry or date Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oof, kill.
Marry or date Dan Stevens. I like Dan Stevens. He was in Downton Abbey. He was in Legion.
He's good. Marry. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I have a strong opinion for once. Oh,
Marry.
Oh, we didn't even say who it was. We just...
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
You think so? I feel like he'd just be like wearing sweaters all the time.
I think it'd be fine. I have no problem with a man that wears.
I feel like he'd be like always getting you tea. You know?
I'm like that. You're like, my husband wears the same like t-shirts all the time and gets me a lot of tea. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good.
Just swap out Cillian Murphy. It's the same life, you know?
Slightly more long sleeves. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Marry or date Brad Pitt.
Holy moly! We all know what happened to the last person he married. I don't know. Date.
John Boyega. I don't know anything about him personally except for how much he talked about, after Star Wars.
You know what? Marry.
Yeah, I like
Marry
him.
that young man.
I like people who speak out against. Oh God.
God.
Marry or date Ryan Reynolds.
I'm glad they. We gotta put it out. He got married on a plantation.
Yes.
And then
Unforgivable.
Unforgivable. That's what he said about it, and it's right. We don't forgive him.
Yeah, we did.
It's horrible.
When you were literally in labor, I knew it was so important for me to tell you.
Unforgivable.
I sent you that article about Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds finally going, it was that. And we're like,
wrong.
Nope, don't accept.
And you can't be like, oh, they got married at this place they didn't know, because twice her little lifestyle magazine that went under had antebellum fashion, and it was a bunch of ladies dressed up on plantations, and people were like, that is fucked up.
Yeah.
You are fucked up for that. So they knew. And that was the third time they had fucking decided that places where Black people suffered were romantic and fun. So
I'm really glad we're talking about this, because this is something we talk about a lot personally.
Yeah.
We're but we still watch Ryan Reynolds movies. Oh no, you don't like Deadpool?
No.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
liked Deadpool because because I played the video game and it was so fun. And I was like, this character is amazing. And I read a bunch of the comics. And then he did Deadpool and I did not like it. And that was before I found out that they were racist.
Oh, okay. I'm
So,
glad
like,
you're putting your money where your mouth is, too.
Yeah. I don't rent his movies. I don't watch them. I don't.
Well, we're definitely not marrying him, though. I know that.
I didn't click on Blake Lively when she was at the Met Gala recently. I tried to avoid any articles with her because I did not want to give her any clicks. So
yeah, unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
Yeah. Oh, Tom Hanks. Everybody would marry Tom
Mary.
Hanks. I mean, what the opposite? I mean, the most wholesome. Everybody will marry Tom Hanks. Jamie Dornan.
Mary.
All right. Richard Gere. Oh, look, there's such a diversity in this list of, well, men, but marry or date? I don't. Richard Gere.
I guess.
Sure. I don't know. Bradley Cooper. Let me launch into my 20-point PowerPoint. I have so much to say about Bradley Cooper. That's a whole nother episode.
He was at the Met Gala recently, and he wore kind of like just a regular suit. And the fashion bloggers that I follow were like, "Wow, everyone's very impressed. You think you're above all this, Bradley Cooper?" It's true. It's like, fuck you. Why did you come here if you think you're like so cool? It's like a fashion event, you asshole. Like, go
That's
home.
very true. That's like one of the few events where you're like, I'm required to care about what I'm wearing and try to whatever.
It's for like the costume something or other, right? Like,
yeah, it's
a Vogue event.
Yes.
Like
all you're supposed to do is wear something interesting. That's the entire. Please come and wear interesting things.
You're too cool for this. Like, you're such a piece of shit. All right.
Marry or date Darren Criss.
Who is that?
He was on Glee because he came up from. He was Harry Potter in the Harry Potter musical that got popular, and then they cast him on Glee, and then he became really popular, and then he was on like that Versace miniseries. I like Darren Criss. I don't know much about him, but I mean.
He's very handsome.
And he can sing, and he's talented.
Oh, well then marry that
guy. Chris Hemsworth.
He's okay.
You don't really hear, like, any drama about him, right? So.
I don't love a blonde. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I mean, he's not.
He's. I mean, it's fucking Chris Hemsworth.
Obviously gorgeous.
He seems really nice. He's funny. He's extremely hot. He has a hot bod.
I always went for dark-haired men, too, but my husband's, like, blonde, so I'm like... Marry!
There's no reason not to. I can't think of a reason not to marry. James McAvoy, marry that crazy small man. You know what
I sometimes like a tiny guy. Robert Pattinson.
Mary,
you think? Yeah. Okay. Oh, Christian Bale. Ooh.
Oh, Mary.
You think? I think it'd be so intense being with him. Like...
He's like, I gotta lose.
Yeah, I couldn't marry that. If I will put Mary, but boy,
I want him to bite me.
This is why we should have done Marry, Fuck, Kill. This is really this is Gerard Butler.
Mary, say it.
I don't even know who this guy is, but he's blonde, so I feel like he was in Magic Mike, Wild Child. I don't know what any of these are.
I've seen him before. He's very handsome. He's
yes,
a beautiful man.
Is that enough for you?
I'm gonna date him at least.
All right.
Find out what he's about. Oh, kill.
Ashton Kutcher, for the record. Harrison Ford. He's been with Callista Flockhart for
That's so cute.
Decades and decades. Yeah,
well, then just date him. I don't
want to. Marry or date Benedict
Cumberbatch. He comes for money.
Oh, so we're married.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Jared Padalecki.
Oh, cute.
From Supernatural.
You know what? Marry him.
All right.
That was nice, small Hollywood life.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I feel like he'd beat me. Henry Cavill, like, he seems like he's really evil. Like, he's the bad guy the whole time. He's so hot, though.
I think he's mostly only hot in The Witcher. Although I would never actually want to sleep with his character because they don't phase, like, whatsoever. But, I mean,
He's
hot.
Gorgeous.
But, isn't the rumor he's a dick?
No, he's a huge dick. Like, it's too many people being like, he's so...
I will just fuck him then. It's fine. Like, oh, Adam Sandler.
Ugh.
No.
Hell, he's like a dick. Everybody knows it. There's no whispers. It's all confirmed.
Hugh Jackman.
Oh, Mary.
Yeah.
Like, it's Hugh. I'm like, Papa.
Not Daddy.
No.
Papa.
Chris Pratt, kill.
I'm over him.
Yeah.
Jason Schwartzman. I really liked Phantom Planet, the band, and he left it. And
Yeah.
I'm devastated. No.
Like, he's so annoying.
And I don't know when this is
Andrew
ending.
Garfield? Oh, date. Just date.
Just date.
But, like...
Oh, Joaquin Phoenix. I don't think I could marry.
God. I'm like, can we swing by Arby's? And he, like, turns to look at me. I'm like, oh, fuck. The worst.
Oh, Ben Affleck. No, don't marry him. Oh, but Jennifer Garner's still paying
Jennifer
for that.
Lopez. Oh.
That's a fake relationship, for sure. Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling him, really.
Just date. Like, one date.
Chris Evans.
Mary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ping. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Badgley?
Bagley. What's he from? He's like in tons of stuff.
Yeah, I know. I've seen his name. Oh, he's Gossip Girl, Easy A.
He was in Easy A.
Oh, yeah.
Mary.
Yeah. We'll give him that.
It's like, I know.
Chad Michael Murray. I have no interest. All right. We finally are getting a result. We got Ryan Gosling. All
For
right.
all those guys, it's kind of underwhelming. But...
Yeah, but I'm fine with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
he's been my boyfriend in my head for a long time.
Yeah.
How do we rate this quiz? It was horribly long.
It was long.
But we made it so much longer. So
right. And I liked looking at their pictures.
I did too.
I didn't mind thinking about if I would like sleep with each of these.
No.
like like a 7.5.
Sure. I just went on to be done. And I'm happy with Ryan Gosling. So no, wait. I'm going to bump it up to an 8. He's like out of favor. But
it
still
has
so
a
hot.
blurb. There's something written underneath.
Probably one of the most popular actors in Hollywood at the moment. Ryan Gosling is handsome, talented, and down to earth. What more could you possibly be looking for in a guy? Sure.
You think all the answers are just
and everyone ends the quiz happy. Because
I don't know what they got out of it.
Maybe if you did date more often, you get Ryan Gosling. You did marry more often, you get Tom Hanks. And then everybody's like, sure. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
The least offensive ones on the list.
Do you know that the Quiz Misses have a Patreon? Because we do, and it's great, and we have a whole bunch of bonus content, bonus episodes. You've made a bunch of things. I'm going to keep saying bunch.
Like, there's tons of free stuff you can download directly to your phone or computer. There's a bookmark that you're going to want to print out. Find yourself a printer.
It's also probably our funniest content and maybe our most risque content.
Yeah.
I get upset that our best stuff is in our Patreon, but I'm like, no, it should be because you're paying for it.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Come support your Quiz Misses. Donate to our Patreon.
Yeah, and there's like different levels that you can join. Hopefully you'll be joining at the $100 level. I strongly recommend that one.
Will do some ridiculous things if you join at the $100 level. Personalized voicemails. We did send somebody Quiz Miss little stickers and stuff. Yeah. Be a Patreon. We're real fun. We're gonna engage with you.
Yeah.
Come hang out with the Quiz Misses.
Yeah. Be our patron.
Be our patron.
Patreon.com.
Patreon.com/quizmiss. I am absolutely in love with Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I thought it was so good, and I want to talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
So,
spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, just skip ahead past this quiz segment because you don't want any spoilers going into the movie.
I went into the movie with almost no knowledge of what was going on. My friends were watching a preview of it, and I could see that had a blend of like action and humor and some sort of timey-wimey or multi-universe concept. So I was like, oh, this looks like something I would like, and wow, I just loved it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So,
spoiler alert, if you're listening to this, just skip to the end, the last seconds of our podcast where we talk about where you can find us, because you do not want to have any spoilers for everything, everywhere, all at once.
no, it's best. I think it is best to go in and just know that the movie is going to be great and you just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we could talk about it. Spoilers now.
Yeah, spoilers.
Spoilers everywhere.
Gosh, it was so good.
It was so good.
It was so good. What a, how nice to have a good movie, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What a pleasure. What a treat.
I don't like usually going to movies in a movie theater. I get sleepy, or I'm really worried about when I need to pee.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Sometimes the chairs aren't comfortable, although it's getting better. I really love the recliner ones, and it's nice. But this was so great in the theater too.
Yeah, I love going to the theater. I love going to get your popcorn and you get your seats and you are watching it with an audience, or even if there's no audience and you're by yourself. I just love going to the movies.
I do like the shared experience though of watching it together. That was, and this is something where I immediately wanted to talk to somebody after. Richard said I'm a very non-linear person after we watched this, and I was like, oh, I kind of am. So
why?
I think he was talking about he feels like I view time kind of differently than most people. I can have an emotional response to something, but something you said to me on one of our past podcasts actually really sunk in and stuck with me. We were talking about psychics and how no matter what advice they give you, you're going to be yourself on the other side of things. You're still going to be you. And so I was thinking about that. I know I've been through difficult things, and while I'm going through other difficult things, I might have an emotional response in the moment. It's still happening, but I also know I am still the me that is going to get through this. I will be on the other side of this, and something about what you said really connected with me. And I think that's what Richard means, because he's you can be really emotional in a moment and then be calm a little bit later. And I was just because I'll still have that oh gosh, this is happening, but then I'll be wait, no, I can get through this. I'm still gonna be me. I'm already the me that's gonna get through this even. And so I just start assuming I've handled it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was funny too, because I forgot my hair was wavy, and when I first was being I'm a worthy amber and I'm gonna like myself, I was wavy amber with wavy hair, and I'm oh, non-linear amber.
Yeah.
With her non-linear hair.
Right. So when you were straightening your hair, that was not you, really.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't even straightening it. It was just I would brush out my hair and be oh, it's always frizzy. I don't know why. I legitimately forgot my hair was wavy and how to take care of it.
Right.
So it was just starting to take care of myself, really. And it was, I really put, honestly, during COVID, I spent a lot of time going, I kind of dislike myself in a lot of ways. I don't think I need to. How do I let go of that? And it was just actively taking care of yourself and understanding yourself, and just things that I had been ignoring. So, but anyway, this movie is awesome.
Yeah.
I immediately was oh, it'd be so cool if it was which personality are you? Which Evelyn are you? That would be such a fun quiz. So in the middle of the night, I was thinking, that'd be so cool to find. And this was the only quiz I could find that was Everything Everywhere All at Once related. But it was exactly that. So this is Which Michelle Yeoh Personality Are You? From Everything Everywhere All at Once by Jamie Jirok, a BuzzFeed contributor. It only has 5 comments. Not enough people have seen this movie.
We should comment on it and be we're doing your quiz. Check out our fucking podcast.
Yeah. Okay. Well, after.
Okay.
Yeah. Jamie. All right. Do we want to take this together or one of us?
It doesn't matter. You do it. Because you wanted to, you thought about it. You were I want to take that quiz.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
you,
true.
Manifested it with Jamie. So,
that's true. See, I gotta type nicer to Jamie when I comment, because clearly...
You guys are on the same wavelength.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jamie.
Okay. So, pick what you want most. money, popularity, food, relaxation, love, hot dogs.
Hot dogs! Oh!
Quiz classic.
I have a hard time answering this. I think love in what you want most. Love in general. I was just talking about loving myself, you know?
Okay,
So
okay.
love.
Love.
But relaxing and food sounds real good.
I was like, money.
Oh damn, maybe. Regrets.
Pick a Michelle Yeoh movie. Tomorrow Never Dies, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. She was in that.
Mhm.
That's Kung Fu Panda 2, Crazy Rich. She was in that too.
Oh,
She like aged backwards though, because she always
Oh my
played like a
God.
matronly woman in these, and then in this one she's like the starlet, you know?
Yeah, no, that's interesting too. She was playing way older than she was then, I think. How old is she?
How we gotta Google it.
Yeah.
How old is Michelle? She's probably gonna make us feel bad. She's like, she's like, I'm 68. And I'm like, well, I look like
right?
Michelle. Oh, she's Malaysian. She's 59.
Wow.
Wow, she's amazing looking. Okay, but I mean, she's like
Wow.
an actress, so like a ballerina or whatever. So
I'm gonna go with Crazy Rich Asians. I enjoyed it.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
She was in Shing. She is in everything. Okay. No movies, only hot dogs.
Wow, they really okay, Jamie is
A Quizmas fan. Or
yeah,
something.
definitely.
Yeah.
She's like, do you really like hot dogs?
Right.
We do.
Or I don't want to make Jamie about us, but still, we're on the same page.
Yes. No. This is just.
She's our third co-host.
Yeah. At least today.
Yeah. Pick a holiday: Chinese New Year, Valentine's Day, Earth Day, Thanksgiving, your birthday, National Hot Dog Day.
Oh, National Hot Dog Day.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my hot dog in
Jade,
there.
pick a Marvel character.
I really
Jamie.
like all of these.
Captain America, Venom, Scarlet Witch, Rocket Raccoon, Korg, Spider-Ham.
Korg. Not expecting that. That's the new Captain America too.
Oh yeah, that's God. What is his name? Anthony Mackie.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling Scarlet Witch right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick a word that best describes you. Curious, talented, chill, strong, stressed, hot doggy.
Oh, I don't want to describe myself as stressed. I think I'm talented.
I'm gonna say talented then. Okay.
Thank you.
Pick a Jamie Lee Curtis movie. Halloween, Trading Places, A Fish Called Wanda, True Lies, Knives Out, no movies, only hot dogs. What the fuck?
I really like A Fish Called Wanda, but Knives Out was so good too. So
Oof. She was great, Knives Out.
I want to pick Knives Out. Oh man,
right.
I could have done a quiz about Knives Out. That's another movie. Well, it's not
Yeah.
too late. It's
That's
never
true.
too late.
It's not too late. We should have done another hot dog quiz.
Yeah, it's not too late for that
Right.
either. The bonus episode's just hot dog.
There's a lot.
I have a game that I play with my godkids, and it's called Zamber's Light, and nobody remembers where the Z's came from, but they're very little, and you couldn't play red light, green light, so we had a game where you weren't winning just based on how fast and how good you were at stopping. We'd have random lights. Like blue light, you pretend like you're Violet from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and you like act like you're a big bulbous blob, like you're in one of those, like, what are those suits? You know what I mean? When you're,
like
or like a sumo sort of.
Yeah, the sumo suit. Or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then there's one where I was like, describe your favorite food light, and I make them go into detail, and you would get like to run ahead an extra few seconds or not, depending on if it was a good execution. But it was a lot of like hot dogs,
Right.
you know. And I'd be like, okay, well then you got to tell me what the toppings are. They're just like running and like so.
It's like a Wario, one of those Wario games. It sounds great. It sounds so fun.
It's really fun. Like, I play it too. We were actually writing down the rules, and our youngest is old enough that he can really play the game now too.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, different people won every single time, and some of it is like skill, and we have like a reverse light or whatever. There's a helicopter light. There's like a mimic your mom light, which is the pink light.
Yeah.
It's fun. I'll play it with you.
It sounds great. Like, I would definitely enjoy that.
Yeah.
Zamber's Light or Zamber's Light?
Zamber's Light. I don't know where, we still don't know where the Z's came from. One of the kids definitely was like...
It's a catchy title. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, pick a priority. Family, work, truth, pet.
Boo! No, don't prioritize work.
Oh,
no.
I was like...
Not you, you're...
Oh, no, I meant, I didn't know what you said. I was like, boom.
Oh, boom. No,
okay.
Boo. Prioritizing work. Boo.
Family, work, truth, pets, nature, hot dogs.
These are like competing. Pick a priority. I don't know how to answer that.
World is collapsing, Amber. It's obviously nature.
I am thinking nature, though. Yeah, I was...
No.
Like, family would have to mean, like, all my friends and family and my pets. So I'm like, those are, like, cancel each other out. I'm like, nature or hot dogs.
It's true.
It's nature. It's nature for me. I spend a lot of time outside. And also, the world is kind of falling apart.
Yeah. Pick a Goonie. Mikey, Brand, Chunk, Dada, Mouth, Sloth.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Dada. Look at, it's so cool.
He's so cute.
He's so cute.
What a little baby. Pick a color. Gold, red, blue, green, gray, hot dog.
I love the hot dog color. I'm gonna go with green though.
Green, okay. Pick a dog. Golden Retriever, Bulldog, Rottweiler, Chihuahua, Poodle, hot dog.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
I like that little Roddy. Rock Evelyn! Ah! So you're Rock Evelyn. You are chill, thoughtful, and content. You don't mind being alone, and you're great at going with the flow. You are an outdoorsy type who loves to stop and smell the roses and take in your surroundings.
Oh, it was like read more, and it was like
take in your surroundings.
A period was there.
Yeah.
I love Rock Evelyn. I love the big googly eyes. We had those giant googly eyes, the exact same ones on our closet door. I think you remember, like, our friend got us some. Yeah. And then, like, you could always tell when there was an earthquake. Like, because the eyes were like, yeah. But I really felt like it made our closet just, like, such a sympathetic woman. I don't know why I had that, but I'm like, look at that rock. Look at that obvious, chill, thoughtful, content.
Outdoorsy rock.
Yeah, going with the flow and smelling the roses. I think that's pretty true. It seems like I talk a lot, because when you talk to me, I'm talking a lot, but I'm by myself mostly all day, and I'm quiet all day, and I'm pretty darn chill when I'm...
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, ooh, the most me is Rock Evelyn.
Yeah.
I want to see what Rock Evelyn you are.
Okay,
so let's just do
just
it.
a quickie on my phone.
Yeah.
Pick what you want most. Money. Pick a Michelle Yeoh movie. Shang-Chi. I really like that movie.
It was good.
Pick a holiday. Thanksgiving, because I am...
You're a Heimlich.
Yeah, pick a Marvel character. I feel like Scarlet Witch is pretty badass.
Yeah.
She was Korg. She has too much main character energy. I'm like a side character. Pick a word that best describes you. Strong.
You are strong.
Pick a Jamie Lee Curtis movie. God, Knives Out was so good.
Yeah.
Pick a priority. Got real family.
I told you, it's a hard one.
Pick a Goonie. Sloth, because that looks hilarious. Pick a color gold. Pick a dog. Rottweiler.
Oh! Rock Evelyn.
Wow, really different answers, but still Rock Evelyn.
But you are chill, thoughtful, and content,
That's
and
true.
the best adventure companion.
Love it.
Love
okay.
it. Oh, look at us, Rock Evelyn.
All right. Yeah.
11 out of 10.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us. This was Harmony and
Amber.
This is the Quizmas. So you can find us on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. You can join our Reddit. Please join our Reddit.
Yes, please. You can also email us at quizmaspodcast@gmail.com. That's QUIZMS podcast@gmail.com.